Hey everybody, we are back and playing with Paper People again today. I say again today, like I've been doing this like every day. I feel like I have because I've been doing a little bit of fussy cutting. And I think I've currently harvested, not that I keep a lot, don't freak out. I've currently harvested all of the magazines that are in my house. So I have a good stash to play with. And let me get you guys in focus here. I feel like my table is just so disheveled and wonky. Okay. Anywho. Paper people. Paper people, paper people, paper people. Yeah. I've been doing a little bit of fussy cutting, and again, I've kind of harvested all the Paper People stuff out of the magazines that I had currently on hand. I didn't get rid of those magazines, I just pulled out the Paper People stuff. And, you know, I told my bestie the other day that I need to just, like, take a YouTube hiatus and not away from you guys and doing these, but away from watching you guys, because I get down these little rabbit holes and I just want to do everything. So my friend Mary Ellen over at Red Parrot, she always talks about how she's such an impressionable youth, and if she sees somebody on YouTube doing something, she wants to do it too, you know, which is great and fine. And I think that's how you grow as a person and an artist, is to watch and learn and try yourself, kind of thing, to be inspired and all that. I think that's great. And I would like to think in the art world there are no gatekeepers. So if somebody does something and shares it with the world on YouTube, I think that's an open invitation for you to do it too. That's just my thought, but I won't get up on that high horse. All of that to be said is, I came across Laura at the Half-Ass Crafter. I came across her Paper People, which is magazine collage people. Magazine cutouts, parts, pieces and parts, and sorry, I'm munching on a little bit of chocolate candy here. Magazine parts, create a collage with them, all that good stuff. I came across Laura's magazine paper dolls. And I was like, I totally got to do that. I want to do that. I've seen it before, but for whatever reason, something in Laura's video sparked me, and I was like, yep, I got to do it. So, we're doing it. My goal for this year is to do 24 of these. Now, to me, this is not completed. This is not done. I still want to go over it with my markers. I still haven't found my markers. But I still want to doodle and add more to it. But I kind of, if you've watched any of my Paper People videos, I feel like I'm kind of doing this in a mass make type fashion. Like, I did a handful of backgrounds, and now I'm just kind of putting my people down. And then I'm going to work on doing the finishing touches, the doodles, things like that, you know, whatever else it needs. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, is I'm making people. I've got a handful of backgrounds. This whole book's not backgrounded up yet. But I've got a good amount of backgrounds to work with. I've got a good amount of paper pieces, people pieces to work with, and so we are working with it. To that comment, and to my whole story about saying this, is I need to take a break from YouTube because I keep finding things that I want to do. Aside from my normal list of things I want to do, like paper dyeing and boiled books and all those fun things that I played with this last summer, I my newest rabbit hole is jelly printing. Now, a couple things. I have a jelly print, the whole setup, the brayer and the jelly pad and paint and, you know. I've tried it a couple of times and I have miserably failed at it each time. And then I know there are a handful of you guys out there who do jelly print like backgrounds. Mary Ellen is one of them, for instance, who does some fabulous jelly print stuff. But I came across this lady. I'll tag her below. Devon Art. Devon, one of these days I'll get better at writing that down before I come here talking about it. DEVON 4. There's a number 4 in there. I'll tag it below. Anywho, she is, I am blown away by her, her jelly print stuff. And I was like, God, I got to do that. I just got to do that. I got to do it. It's kind of the same feeling with these paper people. I got to do it. Let's do it. So, I have, and to say that, Half-Ass Crafter started me on the jelly print rabbit hole because she's recently done some jelly print backgrounds. And I was like, oh my gosh, she was doing different colors. And I was just like, I so need to do that. And so I started watching YouTube videos, different, you know, when you search on YouTube, you can search by jelly print or collage or whatever. And it'll open up the door for that rabbit hole and you'll just be lost forever. And that's what happened. So thanks to Laura at Half-Ass Crafter for getting me started on this, paper people, and for opening the door to the jelly print thing. Now, again, I've tried jelly print before. I'm going to honestly say I suck at it. It's very intimidating to me, and for whatever reason, my mind, I can't wrap my brain around it. It's like a reverse kind of thing that I can't wrap my brain around. So, I've tried it a time or two before. A couple of Christmases ago, I asked, you know, my mom to get me all these jelly plate stuff. So I have the setup, but that is not, I've not been successful at it. But I feel like for whatever reason, the inspiration behind watching Laura do her recent video about pulling some backgrounds on deli paper. Maybe that's part of the problem. I'm using the wrong paper. I don't know. But she did some jelly print pulls on deli paper and got me started rolling down that rabbit hole. And again, I will say this. I have some deli print, deli paper on order to be, I've got the hiccups, sorry guys. Deli paper on order to be delivered within the next couple days. And I also, because I'm feeling very scattered right now. I have paints, craft paints and all that. I like to call them crap paints, C-R-A-P instead of C-R-A-F-T. Because they're old and junky, and I don't do a lot of painting, and so I don't keep a lot of fresh paints on hand. But I have some fresh paints on order. And my whole intention with those fresh paints is to do jelly print. That's all I'm going to do with them. To the point to where I think the order for the deli paper is a package of 50. And the tubes I got, I think, are kind of small. I don't really know. I guess we'll see when they come in. But we are just going to have a jelly print marathon. And I'm going to use all 50 of those deli pages. Just because I feel like I need to get it out of my system. And I always say that when I want to try the jelly prints. The last couple of times I've like, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to spend all day playing with this plate. We're going to figure it out. And I do 2 or 3 pulls and I get so irritated. And so I give up. And I step away and I put it all away and clean up my little mat. And I don't want to do that this time though. So, that to be said, you can expect some jelly plate printing on this channel very soon. Not any kind of a tutorial because I, again, have no idea what I'm doing. And I absolutely, quote unquote, suck at it. The few times I've tried it. But I feel like I've been watching enough videos now. Going back to my original point. I feel like I've been watching enough videos now. I know exactly how to do it and what to do with it and how to do it and all that. And I'm full of confidence. Full of confidence. I have these planned. Aw, that's cute. Although it don't really line up. But that's cute. Nope, it's got to be the other way around. So, we are branching out and trying new things and playing around with random stuff. I don't even want to say trying to use up what I have, because I can't say that now if I'm out buying more deli paper and fresh paints, and so I can't even go the whole line of just trying to use up what I have. I can't do that. I can't say that. The Devon Art page. Again, I fell down a rabbit hole yesterday watching the jelly print, the image transfer stuff, and oh gosh, it's so fabulous. I don't know why, it just sparked something crazy in me, kind of like these paper people did. I think it's because I really do want to be so loosey-goosey with my art and just kind of like make it happen and not stress about it, not be so precise, and get rid of that perfectionism. And I think by the boldness of paper people and the bold colors in the jelly printing and the image transfers and just kind of being all kind of wild, and I think that's speaking to me, that says you can do this and this is your outlet to do that, as far as this is how you're going to be so not so precise and perfect, and this is how you're going to get out of that realm. I actually think her head needs to go. Her head needs to go there. Maybe I need to find another head. Maybe. And now, of course, I've got all my pieces cut out, and I've got no organization to them. None whatsoever. Just cut out more pieces. I kind of like her there. And maybe we'll keep her. What says you? Graphic content. There we go. So, let's just see how many pieces we can add to her. I wonder if I have some more glasses, eyes. She's got eyes big enough to add glasses to. Yes. I really need to, it's Friday. I'm off today. I really need to organize these pieces. And maybe I'll do that after I play around a little bit. It's Friday. I'm home today. I ran a few errands this morning. And then it decided to snow. Which, you know, I have a handful of Canadian friends that are like, yeah, that's no big deal. But here in Arkansas, we don't get much snow. And so when we do, we kind of shut down a little bit. And so, you know, and people don't really know how to drive in it. And so we had a handful of wrecks. Not we as in somebody I know, but we as in the state, because we just forget how to drive. Because we don't do it very often in the winter weather and all that. So, all that to be said, it's been a little bit of a crazy morning, but it's turned to just kind of rainy now. And I'm okay with that. But all that to be said, I'm not going out in it today, tomorrow. It's not supposed to do anything tomorrow, but I'm home and I need to spend some time playing with all these pieces and get them kind of organized to some degree. Okay, I think we decided we'd do like her big head. I think we did decide that. Let's see here. I glued down her nose, but I don't necessarily want it glued down. Well, now she has a crinkly nose. Oh well. We'll work with it. We're not playing for perfection here. We're just playing. Like the little red bow. I was initially, when I cut it out, thinking of it as a bow tie, but I think it works well in her hair. Sorry, ladies. We didn't use you. We used her instead. Here is one lady. I just know I have, you know, these random pieces floating around in this book, so that's kind of where my thought process was. I would jump on here and glue some down a little bit, and maybe in the midst of reorganizing, or organizing, not really reorganizing, but organizing my pieces, I can figure out a, oh, she's multi-pieces here. I can figure out a what are you thinking, Shell? Use your words. Oh, I can find my markers, my paint markers. I gotta find them eventually to play doodle with these. Okay, we're just kind of piecing this together for now. There are some aspects about this that we don't want to see. Mainly the pants that she has on. It's going to make her legs a little wonky, and I'm okay with that because, you know, whatever. And this, my dear friends, is Chloe. Whoever Chloe is, but that's who it is. We're going to scoot her over here. Bothers me that she's looking into the spine of this book, but whatever. Should I do another lady? Oh, she's too dark. Her hair's too dark. See, I need to be able to just go to my people pieces, my faces, and not have to dig through everything to get to my faces, my heads. But I'm not that organized just yet. Nope. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. Keep flipping over the same lady. Oh, I kind of like that. Even though she's dark and she blends into the... So, give me your thoughts before I put this down. I mean, I know I'm not live, you can't tell me, but I can set this one aside. What are your thoughts on mixing the skin colors? I don't have a problem with it. I just don't want to be offensive. What do you think? What do you think? Is it offensive? I mean, I don't think it is. I think this is all playing around and quote unquote make believe, and so I don't see where it's an issue. Well, maybe that's Chloe. I still am leaning back towards her. Yeah, I think we're just playing around and creating and not really much of a rhyme or reason. And so I think with that, I think it's okay that we have lighter legs than our face or whatever. But I could be totally wrong on that. Could be totally missing the mark with it. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's decide who is Chloe. Chloe. I'm going off stage, off camera with my just regular glue stick. Is what I'm using to glue these on. You guys have probably figured that out by me coming back in and doing. Where did you go? I know you were pulling up. Oig. Okay, Chloe. You have a big head, but that's okay. We'll work with it. I can line her up good enough to... She's just going to have to look off that way. It's just what we're going to have to do. Okay, now I want to trim this, but not like fussy cut trim it, just trim it up a little bit. This black paint that I used is a matte black, and it's kind of makes my fingers feel weird. Kind of like that birch tree piece that Mary Ellen sent me in the Happy Mail. Happy Mail, not meal. We're just going to stick this down and we'll decorate around it. I was trying to decide if I want to ink around it or what I want to do, but I left enough white around it to where we can do something with it. Moving on. Well, I do have some more background pieces that I thought would be fun to plunk down. Check this out. It's a jukebox, which I think is rather cool. And maybe it needs to be on here. I'm not feeling her. I'm going to leave the jukebox in there. I'm not feeling her. Here's our Stay in Your Lane. She's almost done. This one was a little complicated as well. Not feeling the complication today. I'm just feeling the plunking it down. Oh, check out this background. Ooh, it's kind of cool. Check out this background. I like it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's see here. I know I was back and forth. She's so big. She goes all the way across my page. So I think we're struggling with her as well. I'm just not wanting to be challenged today. I just want to plunk things down. There we go. Let's make her happen. I think the trick with this one is going to be getting it, well, as I was playing with it the other day, it was a little, I couldn't get it to line up, but I just laid that down and it seemed to line up perfectly, so. Let's just do that. And scoot her over here to glue her. So I'm on a Paper People rabbit hole and I'm on a jelly print rabbit hole. I just finished up the turtle journal. I think I only managed to get one video up here with you guys on that one. I'm not going to say I'm in a funk. I'm just kind of in a weird spot with my journals. I have some quote-unquote orders. Some journals that people have wanted me to do and asked me to do. And the problem is they say, oh, whenever you get to it, you know, if you don't give me a deadline, I am like my daddy. He was a procrastinator. And I know some people work better like that. But for some reason, I'm just tapping into my daddy's spirits with me, telling me to just take your time. So, doesn't she look like she's saying, have we met yet? She does to me. So we're going with these words. Have we met? I think I want to break them up. Have we met? Looks like she's saying that. Look at that look. She's like, hello, have we met? Do I know you? I don't see no fairy wings on you. I got a little string that keeps hanging around here. I don't normally work with sleeves, but earlier today when I was out running around, it's kind of cold, so we have sleeves on, and I just didn't change out of my sleeves. I'm gonna pass on her complications. What do we got here? What do we got here? I just think it's funny when you do that. When you add different shapes of eyes and nose and mouth and all that. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny. Don't y'all think that's funny? My most favorite are the glasses with the eyes. That's my most favorite. Lips are pretty good too, but... So have you tried to do some paper, people? Surely it's not just me and Laura out here creating these crazy things. Are you inspired to give it a try at least? Have you thought about it? I will say this, and I said it in one of my previous ones. When I saw Laura doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. Totally want to do that. And I thought, oh, I'll just cut out some people and stick them together. There's a little challenge that goes along with this. An unexpected challenge. And it's the whole trying to find people who fit together. To make them look like fun little people. It's not everybody goes together. Not everybody goes together. Did I get her down? No. You're probably thinking, why do you have all these pieced out if you're not going to do them? Well, you know. Is that the last one? Okay, I guess we'll do her. We'll do her, and we'll call it done. I don't like making very long videos because it takes me forever to upload. Like forever ever. Forever ever? Forever ever, yes. So, I don't want to be too lengthy with my playing around. And I don't know if you guys notice or not, but the whole saying, time flies when you're having fun, that so happens to me when I'm playing around on here. It's like, I think, oh, I can play around for 45 minutes or so, and it's like, I wonder if I can, create with this. Will I fill up enough time, blah, 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 blah. And then before I know it, I'm like, gosh, that's going to be the longest video. It's going to take me forever to upload that video because it's taking forever. I've been here forever. I kind of feel like I probably should have tucked her hair behind this a little bit. Well, that makes her wonky though. But I think we'll do that. I don't know what I just pieced together, but maybe we'll make it happen. Oh, she's trying to tilt her head on me. That's not working, ma'am. Does not work like that. There we go. Okay. I think that is good. I think one thing I want to do is, where did it go? Here's a white page. I want to plunk that this down. Just to kind of cement the idea that I do want this as a background. And of course we can still do other things to it. I just, wanted it mainly down to I got all sorts of stuff all over my fingers. I might take me a nap. I was up early this morning. Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing says I can't take a nap. Any other big backgrounds I have that I want to use? Let's see here. Oh, this one. This one is pretty cool. I totally just glued my finger. Oy. Some days you're in your studio and you're like, I don't need to be here. I am making a bigger mess. I am making a mess of myself and a mess of things, and that's kind of the feeling I've got right now. And I don't like that feeling because, well, first off, because I like to be messy, but I don't like to feel that way in my space. that's how I'm feeling. Kind of got that feel going on. And I'm getting glue everywhere. Yeah. Probably should cut your losses, Shell. Give it up for the day. Go play in something not so messy. Go do something else. Oh, here's another one. Isn't that a gorgeous church? I'm not a churchgoer, but maybe I'll hang on to this until I find the right paper people to go with that. So, I'm going to close this up. I'm going to go wash my hands because they're gluey and sticky for some weird reason today, more so than normal. And I'll be back at some point in time with something. I don't know. I'm not doing junk journal January. I don't know why. I'm just not. I'm just a little worn out from doing the tag along. So, anywho, I'll close this up for now. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you guys soon enough. Bye for now.